Most people think paying off debt is just about cutting expenses and living frugally. They're wrong. Here's why. If you're like the 80% of Americans struggling with debt, you know the feeling of being trapped. You're working hard, but your debt payoff plan is failing. You're making payments, but the balance never seems to go down. You're not alone. The average American has over $38,000 in personal debt, and it's taking a toll on their mental and financial health. Imagine having an extra $500 a month to invest in your future, or to simply enjoy the things you love. That's what financial freedom feels like. But to get there, you need to understand why your debt payoff plan is failing. It's not just about the money, it's about your mindset and your strategy. Let me share a story. I know someone who paid off $20,000 in credit card debt in just 12 months on a $50,000 salary. They didn't win the lottery or get a massive raise. They simply changed their approach to debt payoff. They started by facing the reality of their debt. They made a list of all their debts, including the balance, interest rate, and minimum payment. Then, they prioritized their debts, focusing on the ones with the highest interest rates first. They also increased their income by starting a side hustle, which gave them an extra $1,000 a month to put towards their debt. And they used a balance transfer to save hundreds of dollars in interest. The result? They paid off their debt in record time and improved their credit score by 100 points. Now, it's your turn. You can apply the same strategies to your own debt payoff plan. First, you need to understand the power of compound interest. When you're paying 20% interest on your credit card debt, it's like throwing money out the window. But when you're earning 5% interest on your savings, it's like getting free money. So, how can you use this to your advantage? Let's say you have $5,000 in credit card debt with an interest rate of 20%. If you pay just the minimum payment each month, it'll take you over 5 years to pay off the debt, and you'll end up paying over $10,000 in interest. But if you increase your payment to $500 a month, you can pay off the debt in just 12 months, and you'll save over $5,000 in interest. That's the power of debt payoff. Now, I want to share a counterintuitive strategy that can help you pay off your debt faster. It's called the debt snowball method. You start by listing all your debts, from the smallest balance to the largest. Then, you focus on paying off the smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on the others. Once you've paid off the smallest debt, you use that money to attack the next debt, and so on. This strategy works because it gives you quick wins and momentum. You'll see progress faster, and you'll be motivated to keep going. But here's the thing, most people ignore the emotional side of debt. They don't realize that debt is not just about numbers, it's about feelings and mindset. When you're in debt, you feel stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. But when you start paying off your debt, you feel empowered, confident, and free. So, how can you tap into this emotional power? Start by changing your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'll never pay off my debt," say, "I can do this." Instead of feeling guilty about your debt, feel proud of yourself for taking action. And instead of beating yourself up over past mistakes, focus on the present moment and the future. Remember, paying off debt is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, effort, and patience. But the payoff is worth it. Imagine being debt-free, with a credit score of 800, and a savings account that's growing every month. That's the life you deserve. So, what's the one action step you can take today to start your debt-free journey? It's simple, make a list of all your debts, and start prioritizing them. Then, come back and watch our next video, where we'll share more tips and strategies on how to pay off your debt fast. And if you want to get started right away, download our free debt payoff worksheet in the link below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.